New details in Lil Durk's case reveal updates on his release date. To understand when, it's key to read. Durk's father stated that he's being released on bond, marks his third attempt, and his lawyers made an offer so strong the judge can't refuse.
I just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son for the release for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor, he wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence, and he's going to be ruling in the next 2 days about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers. Thank you, and inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
Strangely, during the court hearing, prosecutors submitted a request to drop Durk's lyrics as evidence. It reads, "Today, at Lil Durk's hearing, prosecutors told the judge they are willingly discarding evidence against Durk while reading it aloud in front of everyone. It's unclear how this move will impact the rest of his bond hearing." The lyrics read, "Asterisk told me they got an attitude. Go get the location. Go look on the news and see your son screaming, 'No, no, no,' while showing a news clip of Quando yelling no."
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath. This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people. Police say targeted a Savannah rapper and a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras caught the aftermath. One passenger in the car appeared frantic at the scene, while prosecutors throwing out evidence is a huge win for Lil Durk. The way it was done seemed highly corrupt, especially as he seeks bond to get out of jail. However, Durk's lawyers welcomed it, saying the prosecutors tearing down their own case is only making it weaker.
The other allegation they backed away from, which is huge, shows the weakening of the case. Previously, the prosecution had alleged that Durk paid the bounty through one of his co-defendants, and they named the co-defendant. Now they've backed off that allegation. They're not actually saying that Durk paid the bounty through the co-defendant or anyone else. And the fact that they're not saying that suggests that previously they thought they were going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy, and now they know we're not going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy.
As he noted, the case is weakening for prosecutors. Can no longer use Durk's lyrics, prompting Drew to call the charges a complete joke. The only evidence they had against Lil Durk was lyric-based, and now they're not even using it.
The case is as follows. So there was an indictment. It did not name him, right? It named others, and then there was an unindicted person. And then 3 weeks later, that indictment was what's called the first superseding indictment, and it does name him. The indictment was identical, except the unnamed person now became Durk Banks. And this is the really important part happening. The second indictment, what's called the first superseding indictment, only had one new fact. It had one new fact. And that was, it alleged that there was a video by Durk that celebrated and monetized this.
However, days later, when the judge finally ruled on Durk's bail, it was announced that the feds want him to go completely broke and surrender all his property to be granted bond. They fear he might use his wealth to place bounties on witnesses.
No bond for Lil Durk. Let me tell you about what options he has left and why the bond was denied this time. Now, he's in federal court on a murder for hire charge where he faces the possibility of life in prison. What that means is, under the federal law, it is presumed that you do not get a bond because the charge and the penalty are so serious. So your lawyer has to go out there and show why you should get a bond. Now, ultimately, what the district judge decided to deny the bond on was a couple of factors. There's a couple $1 million being put up, but it's not all being put up by Durk. Some of it is from the label, and ultimately Durk has a lot more money and assets than what's being put up. So if I let him out on bond and he tries to flee, he's going to have tons of assets and money at his disposal.
This led to a viral tweet saying, "If you think Durk was denied bond because he's rich, you don't understand the case." Dee Dee's brother just snitched on all of F, and instead of going public, they're hiding it to surprise Durk's lawyers. Could explain why prosecutors tossed all evidence. They just got new info from Dee Dee's brother. The evidence says new body cam footage shows Ted begging to snitch on Durk and F members, shifting the entire case. Durk's lawyers filed for more time on the bond proposal, raising questions about what Ted told the feds. Ted, known as DD's younger brother and Durk's main hitter, was arrested at his store after being spotted with a gun in his jeans.
Dude had it. What about that? The man had it with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
At that moment, Lil Ted broke down in the back of the police car, crying uncontrollably. Before even reaching the station, he told the officers, quote, "I swear I'll tell y'all about the passings," hoping to avoid jail time, but it was already too late.
Come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Once placed in the holding cell, Ted continued crying uncontrollably, desperate to go home. He appeared willing to snitch on every gang member he knew, just to avoid staying locked up.
Wait, hold on. You got I can't understand. What's the what you saying, man? You got to learn. Relax. I'm trying to get that.
With D being his older brother, many assumed it was him when court documents mentioned someone snitching with their family's last name. As Lil Durk's main guy facing serious prison time, he seemed the most likely to flip. The rumors spread so fast that Bizu had to hop on IG Live just to calm everyone down.
No, know what's going on, but the people that's in the courtroom, man, for real. There'll be false accusations. Y'all don't even know what's going on for real. Y'all really be trying to play Inspector Gadget and all this. Y'all just be weird. That's what I'm talking about, man. Like, first y'all into the jam bowlers out there. Now y'all come on Monday and this, man. Snitch on what? Y'all don't even really know what's going on for real. Come on, kids, y'all really just be running. That's why I don't participate in nothing that got to do with nothing illegal. Because y'all be trying to get them put under the jail.
Things got so wild that rumors even surfaced about Vanya King Von's cousin allegedly snitching against Lil Durk.
When you see Flava post something, you almost gotta be like, look at this headline. Lil Durk found out that his co-defendant Otia Bonnie, King Von cousin, filed for protective custody when they came. Okay. That sounds so crazy. This is why we have streams like this. This is, I'm not gonna get on anybody or anything like that, and I'm not gonna ever say that I haven't, maybe jumped maybe once in a while, but I definitely do aim to be correct, and I never try to be incorrect on the house, right? This is why we love to bring up the paperwork and try to explain it, and also increase everyone's knowledge on stuff. Because a lot of times these days, the headline is way better than the story.
There's a lot more going on behind the scenes. The feds reportedly believe that if Lil Durk is released, he might place bounties on his enemies and others tied to the case in an attempt to gain an edge. And it's starting to look like some of that might already be in motion. Just last night, Durk's day one homie Gleez was confirmed dead in Chicago. This triggered a viral tweet that read, "Asterisk, has anyone heard from Jam after he snitched on Durk?" While several gang members have disappeared, Jam has been off the radar for months. His name first surfaced as a snitch during an interview on DJ Vlad's show.
There's a guy named OTF Jam. Very ironic name.
Jam got him
put everyone in the jam.
Did 12 years.
12
got
years.
out, interviewed, said he kept it real, brought him cars, gave him 50,000.
Right.
This. Made mention that ain't no smut on his name. He ain't never been a rat. Caught a gun case, but eventually.
Once this hit headlines, the news reported *OTF Jam was just found by F members hiding out in a crib outside of Atlanta. Sources claim Jam was punished for snitching on F's owner, Lil Durk, as a photo surfaced showing a crime scene outside the house Jam was reportedly staying in. Since then, no one has heard from him. Allegedly, it was during an Instagram live where Lil Durk realized Jam was wearing a wire.